Imagine a place on our own planet that's less explored than the surface of the moon, a realm of perpetual darkness, crushing pressure, and bizarre, otherworldly creatures. This isn't science fiction. This is the Mariana Trench, the deepest known point on Earth. Today, we're taking a plunge into this incredible abyss, a journey to the very bottom of our world. So, where exactly is this mysterious place? The Mariana Trench is a crescent-shaped scar on the Earth's crust, located in the western Pacific Ocean, just east of the Mariana Islands. It stretches for about 1,580 miles, and at its deepest point, known as the Challenger Deep, it plunges to an astonishing depth of nearly 11,000 meters, or about 7 miles. To put that into perspective, if you could place Mount Everest at the bottom of the Challenger Deep, its peak would still be over a mile underwater. This incredible depth is the result of a geological process called subduction, where the massive Pacific Plate is being forced underneath the smaller Mariana Plate. It's a slow, powerful collision that has been carving out this trench for millions of years. The first question that pops into most people's minds is, what's it like down there? Well, it's extreme in every sense of the word. First, there's the darkness. Sunlight can only penetrate the ocean to about 1,000 meters in the clearest conditions. Below that is the twilight zone, and beyond that, absolute, eternal blackness. The Mariana Trench exists in this abyss, a world completely devoid of sunlight. The temperature is also extreme, hovering just above freezing, between 1 to 4 degrees Celsius. But the most mind-boggling factor is the pressure. At the bottom of the Challenger Deep, the pressure is over 1,000 times greater than at sea level. It's equivalent to having 50 jumbo jets stacked on top of you. It's a force so immense it would crush most conventional submarines like a soda can. So, how do we even explore a place like this? It's a monumental challenge that has pushed human ingenuity to its limits. The very first descent to the bottom was in 1960, when Jacques Piccard and Don Walsh piloted the bathyscaphe Trieste. They spent only 20 minutes on the seafloor, but their journey proved that it was possible for humans to reach Earth's deepest point. For decades, that was it. The extreme conditions made return trips incredibly difficult. It wasn't until 2012 that someone else made the solo journey, filmmaker and explorer James Cameron. In his submersible, the Deep-Sea Challenger, he spent over 3 hours exploring the trench floor, collecting samples and filming the alien landscape. Since then, more missions, both manned and robotic, have been undertaken by scientists and explorers like Victor Vescovo, who has made multiple dives, each one peeling back another layer of the trench's secrets. These missions rely on incredibly sophisticated submersibles built with specialized materials like titanium alloys designed to withstand the colossal pressure and operate in total darkness. You might think that in such a harsh, unforgiving environment, life would be impossible. But you'd be wrong. The Mariana Trench is teeming with life, organisms that have evolved incredible adaptations to survive. These are the extremophiles, lovers of extreme conditions. For instance, we find single-celled organisms called foraminifera, which build intricate shells out of calcium carbonate, somehow defying the pressure that should dissolve them. There are also xenophyophores, giant single-celled amoebas that can grow up to 20 centimeters across. How they maintain their structure under such pressure is still a scientific puzzle. And then there are the fish. Forget everything you know about fish. Down here, they look truly alien. The Mariana snailfish, for example, is the deepest living fish ever discovered. It looks soft and gelatinous, like a tadpole, and lacks scales. Its squishy body, made mostly of cartilage instead of a hard skeleton, allows it to withstand the pressure. We also find creatures like the grenadier fish and the cusk eel. Many of these animals are bioluminescent, meaning they can produce their own light. In the total darkness, they use these flashes of light to attract prey, find mates, or startle predators. It's a silent underwater light show happening miles below the surface. There are also amphipods, which are like giant shrimp-like crustaceans. Some species found in the trench are many times larger than their shallow water relatives, a phenomenon known as deep-sea gigantism. The geology of the trench is just as fascinating as its biology. The seafloor isn't just a flat, muddy plain. It's a dynamic landscape. James Cameron described it as lunar and desolate. Robotic explorers have mapped vast fields of sediment, rock outcroppings, and strange geological formations. One of the most remarkable discoveries are the hydrothermal vents. These are like underwater geysers, spewing superheated, mineral-rich water from the Earth's crust. Around these vents, a unique ecosystem thrives, completely independent of sunlight. Instead of photosynthesis, the organisms here rely on chemosynthesis. Bacteria convert the toxic chemicals from the vents, like hydrogen sulfide, into energy, forming the base of a food web that supports shrimp, crabs, and tube worms in this oasis of life in the deep dark. These vents give us a tantalizing glimpse into how life might have first started on Earth, and possibly how it could exist on other planets or moons in our solar system. However, even in this remote and seemingly pristine wilderness, humanity's impact is visible. Tragically, scientists have found microplastics in the deepest parts of the trench, inside the bodies of the creatures that live there. It's a sobering reminder that our pollution reaches every single corner of our planet, no matter how distant. This discovery highlights the urgent need for us to protect our oceans, from the sunlit surface all the way down to the deepest, darkest trenches. The trench is not just a geological curiosity. It's part of a global ocean system that regulates our climate and supports life on Earth. What happens here can have far-reaching consequences. So, what mysteries are left to solve? So many. We've only mapped a tiny fraction of the Mariana Trench in high resolution. We know there are undiscovered species waiting to be found, creatures with biological adaptations that could lead to new breakthroughs in medicine and biotechnology. We still don't fully understand the geology, the deep-sea currents, or how this extreme environment influences the global carbon cycle. Every mission brings back more questions than answers, fueling our desire to explore further. Scientists are currently working on developing new autonomous underwater vehicles, or AUVs, that can stay down longer and explore wider areas than ever before. These robotic explorers will be our eyes and ears in the abyss, mapping the seafloor, sampling the water, and capturing images of life we've never seen before. The Mariana Trench represents one of the last true frontiers on Earth. It's a world that challenges our understanding of life and pushes the boundaries of human exploration. It reminds us that our planet is full of wonders, many of which remain hidden, waiting to be discovered. It's a symbol of both the incredible resilience of life and the profound responsibility we have to protect our planet's fragile ecosystems. The journey to the bottom of the ocean is more than just an adventure. It's a quest for knowledge, a search for understanding our own world from its very deepest point. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive into the Mariana Trench. What part of this incredible abyss fascinates you the most? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey into the unknown, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next adventure. See you next time.